Yo, what's good YouTube? My name is Jamo, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how you guys can easily create these fire composition effects even if you don't know anything about visual effects. This is super easy, especially if you film this on a tripod. In this case, this is with a tripod. It's not hard to 3D track fire to scenes either, but as you can see here, there's absolutely no motion going on in this clip. So all you have to do is rotoscope out your subject, which is just a simple mask effect. And the fire in this case is only going to be over here behind him, so you can just ignore the shoe mistake that's popping up right here. And just by adding on some realistic fire overlay transitions with a color grade, this can be done very quickly, efficiently, and this is something that is going to impress clients, attract higher ticket clients. And if you can add this to your portfolio and video discography, you're definitely going to improve your annual income. The whole point of this channel is to help you guys become fast video editors without sacrificing quality. Make sure to check out my website that has a ton of really useful assets and drag and drop effects that are super easy that can be used in all editing programs. But yeah, let's just get right into this. So off rip right here, you can see I went ahead and rotoscoped out my subject. If you guys don't know how to do this, just look up a tutorial on it. It is very easy. So these are some action VFX fire assets. I'm gonna have these linked down in the description. This is not sponsored, but this is definitely worth the investment in my opinion. You guys can find some free fire overlay assets on YouTube, but they're just not going to be as high quality as these. These are 2K quality, which is definitely super useful. And then as well, it comes with some light flare assets. So these two overlays right here, the big fire and ground fire assets, are the two that I'm using, which I definitely highly recommend that you guys use. So I'm going to be using the big fire asset, and I'm just going to go ahead and drag this one behind this layer right here, scale this up, and then place it over here in the scene. And then as you guys can see in this clip right here, we have some ground muck underneath that fire that is developing kind of from the burning that's going on the concrete. So I just downloaded some burn mark textures as well. I don't remember if these are free or not. These might be free. And then I'll just drag in one that I like. I think burn mark 1, 2, these are from Action VFX 2, I believe. And I think this one, burn mark 13, is a good option. So, you know, I'll just drag this underneath. And as you guys can see here, it's in low quality because I'm editing this in quarter quality instead of full quality right here. That's just going to speed up your render time and kind of decrease this size, resize it, and place it underneath this fire in a good spot. And this really doesn't have to be too perfect. This is honestly a pretty believable effect that we're creating right here because it's so high quality. And if you want it to be darker, you can just duplicate the layer to make it a bit darker. And so far we have something that looks like this, which isn't looking too shabby. And then as you guys can see over in this example here, I went ahead and put some fire behind this ATV over here. And then I just put another fire right here in this corner. And because this is not a moving clip, you can just easily, you know, come up here to your pen tool and then start masking out this ATV right here, you know, which takes no time, and then just slap another you know, fire asset right behind that one, which is very easy. You know, you see how quickly I was just able to do that. If you want to improve the mask, double tap M on your keyboard to bring up the mask path and feather. You can just increase the feather to something like 5 or 6, just to get rid of some small mistakes in there. But now the most important piece of this is adding on a believable color grade. So I'll come down here, go to new, and create an adjustment layer. And you guys can do the color grade in Premiere Pro or DaVinci Resolve, which is what I would typically recommend. But I'll just go over a quick example of kind of what this looks like. So if you increase the contrast a bit, decrease the shadows, you're going to want to make this look darker, muckier, dirtier, grimier. Then of course the most important is turning up the temperature, because it's pretty hot in this building. due to the fire. You're obviously going to want to turn that up a bit, you know, maybe increase the whites a bit, because fire is pretty bright. And then you can go in here and then auto correct some of the coloration in the fire, because as you can see, it looks a bit too orange for my liking. If you want to turn up the whites a bit, decrease the temperature a bit, maybe desaturate it slightly, you know, and you're just going to go through and really play with this. The key to compositing is basically matching the colors of something that is not real to the scene that is real. So everything in the scene is real except for the fire. So notice how the contrast is looking, the colors, the whites, the saturation, and you essentially want to match all of those values to the fire, and you want to focus on all of those individually. So a lot of people, a mistake that they'll make is they'll see, you know, how bright this white is, and then on the fire asset, they won't make that white nearly as bright, and it'll be kind of a washed out white. And that's just one example of, you know, a mistake that can kind of bite you, because people are gonna see it and they're gonna be like, okay, that's fire, but like something's wrong with it, something's kind of off about it, it doesn't seem real and I don't know why. And you just kind of want this to be believable to the naked human eye. And then of course you're gonna want to add on deep glow to the fire. That's how I got this really nice kind of glow right here, as you can see. Especially in this front one right here, you can see, I'll show you this in full quality. You know, you see this very high quality realistic glow on this fire that just makes the fire seem very real and realistic. I just realized I actually don't have deep glow installed in this version of After Effects, so I won't be able to show you guys right now, but this is really the key right here. Another thing you can do is go to YouTube, just type in fire ember overlay, download one of these, and then set the blending mode to screen or add. Then that's just going to add another kind of extra layer of believability in your music video. You can add on another lumetri color and then just continue to play with these values until everything is starting to kind of blend together well. Then you can also add on a lumetri color to the roto subject right here, you know, and you can start playing with all of these values, you know, maybe turn up the temperature on him a bit, you know, get creative with it. You don't want to blow out any of these colors and values too much, so don't go too crazy with it. You know, you don't want things to be too over contrasted, too over saturated. But yeah, that's really how these fire composition effects can be done very easily with tripod shots, and I definitely recommend that you guys can, you know, try this out. It's very easy to use this, especially with some high quality action VFX fire animations or overlays. But yeah, that's about it from me, guys. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Again, make sure to check out my website where I sell very useful editing packs for reasonable prices. I appreciate you guys. Peace out.